Alright, so got all the fluid topped off. Might look like a mess. That was my fault. Just filling it up, the funnel, it tipped over, spread up all in here. So wipe that down, spray some water down there to clean all that up. So as far as the transmission fluid goes, like I said, I had 2 new gallons, and then had about a gallon and a half. So a gallon's about 4 quarts. It took about 12 of them in here before it started coming out of the vent a little bit, so the overflow, I guess. So I'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully once I let it run for a while, everything cycles through, goes through the transmission cooler and everything, and levels itself out. So we should be good there. Still need to clean up some of this overflow, but this topped off. All the cold sides put back on. I think I hooked up all the wires again. Everything's plugged up except the battery. So really the next step is get the back on the jack stands fired up, let it run for a while, and test out the transmission. So I adjusted the shifter. So no, I did it wrong the first time, but I went back, did it the right way. You start with it all the way back in 1, and then you adjust the transmission, the little shifter lever to that. So all the way forward be our, what is it? Most difference, that might be park on here, and it might be reversed, but I know it's all the way back with the levers on the bottom. So if it goes forward, that'd be park up there, and then all the way back be 1. So yeah, I did all that and then put it in park and checked all the gears. So should be good if I adjusted it correctly. It's tough to tell until you cut it on. So it looks like all the overflows dripping off, or it's finished. So get all this cleaned up, get all the tools put up, get all those out of the way, and then like I said, I'll put it on the jack. I'll put the rear end on the jack stands, let the car run for a little bit, and we'll go from there. Might top off the coolant. I know that's probably a little bit of that dripped out, so that's probably low. Yeah, so top that off and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'll cut you guys back on once I get on the jack stands and start it up, and then we'll see if it goes through gears or not. Let me get that back on. Alright, so most part everything's straightened up. Still have a little bit of stuff here and there. Left that mess up under there. I'll clean it up later. But just plug the battery back in. I'll double check everything up front. I'll start the car, let it warm up for a little bit, and then I try to go through some gears. So car really hasn't been started in I'd say since I got back from the Classic. I think when I tried to start it, the battery was dead. Had the battery on the charger for the longest, and hasn't been started in over a month. Alright, just stopped it for a little bit. Something was sounding a little off up here, but Pretty sure everything's hooked back up. Didn't take too many things off, just the cold side, but plugged all that back in. Fuel pressure was looking good, oil pressure was good. Just sounded a little off. But let me fire it up again, and then well, let me check something. I know it wasn't running that long, but let's see. So that's pretty full. Make sure the brake line's hooked up, everything else is hooked up. Yeah, so let's try one more time. Alright, so I'm not sure what this side was looking like. I'd have to go back watch the video, but the other side was spinning nice and freely like it should. Well, not freely, under power. I really didn't give much gas. I just put it in gear, let it spin. Reverse, you can feel it going into reverse. Drive, you can feel it going into drive. So feeling pretty good. This transmission is going to be alright. I got something planned for it later, well, beginning of next week. And then, like I said, the Lincoln Tech car show is coming up also. I've yet to adjust the boost controller, so right now it's turned all the way down. And I think the springs in it now are like, I think it comes with the 7s in there. It has extra ones, but I don't plan on making too much boost until it gets tuned. So we'll see what it's looking like, but I'm not seeing any new leaks, so that's good. Next thing is I'd have to double check the brakes because they were taking a while back here. Another little rusty from the trip. Got caught in some rainstorms and whatnot, but It should be good. I know the backs feel real good. I mean the fronts. So another car stops and everything, so not too worried about that. But I just gotta make sure that was plugged in all the way. Oh yeah, it's a little hot up in here, so hasn't had any heat through it for a while, so should be good. Yeah, but just came out, did what I wanted to do today with it, so still don't know if I want to get it out today or not. Might wait till Monday. Well, on Monday, of course, this will probably be a couple weeks after, but yeah, there'll be a short of what I want to do on Monday, so look out for that. Like I said, this will be completely after that. I need to get some seat protectors, because like I said, when I'm out here working, not too dirty, but that's why I have the floor mat on it now. But I think might have sat in something, so the back of the shirt got on the seat a little bit, so definitely want to protect those. I'm not sure if there's something I could coat it with or not, but I know I need to get the spray and wipe it down, because it's got all these smudges on it. And then, like I said, it's pretty much been thrown in the garage ever since getting back, so all that rainstorm and whatnot, need to get that off. Some bug splatter, so yeah. But we're making some progress on it. Feels good to finally start getting back in the garage. I know it's been a little bit, but we'll make it happen. I'll pull the Elko back in for now. Set the old transmission up there just to keep some of the garage space free. So it's one of the perks about having the El Camino. You get free storage. It's a truck, right? But yeah, if there's something you guys saw that I did wrong, or I have some tips on how I could have done it easier, let me know. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, just hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Instagram, and I'll answer questions to the best of my ability. Try to reply to most of the comments. There's some where if y'all just use those emojis and whatnot, thinking that's a language, I don't speak that, so I have no idea what you're saying, so I'll like it and move on. But yeah, making some progress on Mona Lisa. Soon, she should be out. She should be out shortly. I'll keep an eye, make sure no leaks pop up. But right now, once I get all that cleaned up, it should be good. There's a little bit of coolant. I think that's coming from the vents. So, I have to double check. Looks like the other side, but I think it's one of these vent ports right in here. Man, it's hot in that engine bay. I'm running from that a little bit. I don't know, I'm not really seeing it, but it's got to be coming from somewhere. Could be runoff from the transmission fluid I spilled earlier, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Let me disconnect this battery because I think something's draining it. And I noticed one light coming on the fuse box whenever I step on the gas or on the brake. So, well, it's gonna be tough to see, but the fuse box, the box back there, I say every time I press on the gas there's a red light, so I'm not sure what that could be. I'll just trace it on here, see which light it was, and see if it's supposed to light up when you hit the brakes or not, because usually red lights aren't a good thing, but we'll see. Let me stop talking, get the Elko back in here and call it a day.